Hey guys, so I'm trying to get more organized in this new year and trying to definitely not do any spending extra in the month of January and just trying to get my life a little bit easier. So I wanted to show you a couple things that I'm doing and see if maybe it might help you. So what I do is I have just this cheapy little calendar from the Dollar Tree. Fits great in my purse, so that's why I chose this one. And I have, this is just basically, I use it for weekly. So I'll just write, what I have, and then I will highlight if there's something really important that I need to make sure that I do. I will highlight that. So, like, I needed to fill out a form for my son to be in our gifted program. So I needed to make sure that that was done by a set date. So I have that, and I like crossing things off, knowing that things are done. But so this is just one that I keep in my purse, and I usually write more like, I write a lot in here, but it's not detailed. And then in my planner, so I'll take this each week. And then I have, this is a happy planner from Michaels, and this I got this summer. So I took out all the old dates that I'm not using. And then, so I'm starting fresh and new with January because it really drives me nuts to have anything past. So like I don't hold on to calendars longer than 6 months. Well, I keep them all for years. But I don't like to have anything in the back. So I like to, only keep my calendars for about 6 months, and then I get something different. So on here is like my monthly spread. So I have the same stuff that I'll have weekly, but this is so that I can see more detail. So like when the kids are off school, I just marked their holidays. And I don't get super fancy. Like I'll put some stickers some weeks I won't. Just kind of depends. I do, if you watched my channel, I do a preschool homeschool for my son, my youngest. The other ones are in public school, so we're all over. But so like over here, I just wrote my themes so I know what is coming for the whole month, so I can kind of plan, because each week I try to do a different theme. And then you have all my appointments, have all that stuff. So then I go, so this is the week I'm working on currently. So this is my weekly, and I just kind of try to break it up. It looks kind of like a hot mess right now. I'm really just using this one as my first, because this is still break for us. So kind of trying to just see how I like where I want to put things. So like down here, I have my meals, which then I use, which you just saw in the video. This is like all my meal planning, my inventory list, all that. So I take these and make those into my meal plan. And then over on the wall is where I keep my menu board, so I can also see that every day. But in case I'm taking this somewhere with me, or I have this downstairs in the schoolroom and I'm trying to think ahead, like, oh, I need to lay that out, I have that set in here as well. So this is kind of like my catch-all, so I have everything in here. And I look at this, so I'm not missing anything because I'm using 2 calendars. And then like my 2 older kids go to their dad's every week. So, I put what night what he has them. And then on this side, I'm thinking I'm going to do my appointments. I was going to do my appointments, but I didn't like it over there. I like it with the date. So I'm moving those for next week over onto this side. So under the date, I kind of marked it off all the way down. So this is where I'm going to have all of my actual appointments. In the middle is broke up into 2 categories. One category is just stuff I need to get done for the day. The next category, so I'm not having a whole nother book as well, planner, is my homeschool lessons. And then over here is, then I'm going to use that for like anything I want to do for YouTube. So I have that. And then at the top, I have a to-do list over here. So again, I haven't gotten real fancy with anything, just kind of trying to practice on this week's layout since we don't have school and see how I like things. But so this is like my month in focus, basically. And then, what else? Oh, and then over here under the notes, so far I'm just putting, because we're going to try to do like the cash system for most things, not everything. A lot of our stuff is already paid ahead of time. But so like I knew that I had extra $80 for my grocery budget, thanks to all this extra planning that I'm doing, so that I know I can pull that out and save that for next grocery trip or put it towards a credit card bill or whatever. But so I'm kind of trying to keep track of that. So this is everything in here. And then I have my mom binders. These are my kids' handprints, just thrown in a binder. I'm getting a bigger binder, but for now this is what I have. So this is from myfrugalhome.com. This is the bill checklist that I'm using. This is just a blank one. I have like my password over here for the kids' school to get into their parent portals. So I have just this little handy dandy thing if I need to hole punch something quick. Just have calculator, pen, and a pencil in here. Loose paper. I don't really like notebooks, but I love loose leaf. I don't know why. So I have then all these organizers. So like this is my bill section. So here's like our bills and then just some little notes that I'm wanting to add on to my bill sheet. But this bill tracker will go for the whole year. So I can also put notes and everything, so that way I can see everything all in one. And then like the next one is, this is just menus. So I have the elementary menu and then the middle school menu. And then I have just a whole year in a glance of the school district's days on and off. And I have like the lunch information, like how much it costs, how to get into the account. I usually write a check, but if I need to. And then I start separating to the schools. So this is my daughter's school. So I have like her schedule, teacher's information. This is all stuff that was given to us like at the beginning of the year. Like all their emails, and so hers is a middle school. So every class, 8 classes, we have a little breakdown for each class, what they need, blah, blah, blah. So I have that, and then after hers, the next section is baton for her. So in here is like our notes for the year, our calendar, everything. That's her big activity that she does. She's a baton twirler. And I have my son's elementary school. I have like 6 notes up here just in case the office lost one. Then I keep all of his teachers' information, the school's information as well. We're at a new school for both of the kids this year, so I definitely wanted to keep information that I wasn't quite sure about, even though I was in the district a long time ago, but it's changed, obviously. So, like Celebrate for Me, this is, so I have a special tab because this is what we have to do for their birthdays, so you can't just send stuff in anymore, at least to theirs. And this is like their breakdown, or his breakdown for his class, his daily schedule, class rewards, their curriculum, all that kind of stuff. And then my son, who is in elementary, he has a IEP. He's on the spectrum, which he's doing fantastic. So this has been a really great move for him. I'm so proud of him. We're actually just filling out a form right now for him to be in the gifted program as well. So he's a high functioning autism, but so yeah, so I have his IEP section back here, so that then when I go to his IEP meetings or I go to a PTO meeting or whatever, I can just take this whole binder and I have both kids' stuff with me and I don't have to lose anything. So that's just something on how I'm doing, keeping all the mom papers together. And I do have like an organizing folder, so when I don't have time to just throw it in the binder yet, I have those same tabs in an organizer and I just throw them in there. And then this is how I'm doing meals. So I'm doing inventories of my freezer. I am doing pantry freezer, pantry, freezer. I think that's all I'm focusing on really. And then, you know, making my meals. And then I'm trying to do a no spend or low spend January. So I am using that, and I have a video on that as well. frugalfamilyfood.com. So go into detail about that program. But yeah, so that's what we're doing to try to stay organized and have less stuff. Because like I said in my other video, we are trying to put our house up for sale. So I really need to have a lot of stuff like on the go this time. So I'm having to like pack up the schoolroom, and so I won't be able to just like have all my stuff like I normally do. So I'm trying to kind of keep it. I have one set bag where I keep these things, and I just keep grabbing them out because if I need to quickly go, that way I have everything, and I'm not sure how long we'll have to be gone if they're showing the house coming up. So that is our program. Let me know if you're doing anything like this or if you have any tips. But hope you guys are having a great January, and I hope you all have a wonderful 2019.